Hi and welcome to another Happy Campers episode.
We're going to spend about 4 days exploring the Yorke Peninsula.
Show you the main highlights, I suppose, in that amount of time.
Yeah.
We're not fishermen,
so
we won't be fishing. But there is some history and some other good things to show you around the Yorke. So come with us. So these silos are about two children sharing stories about their past and their culture and teaching each other. It's a lot of effort here to get a pie. It's a tricky little car park that we found with this bakery, which is supposed to be amazing. So he's just got to get the right park to satisfy the need for a pie. What is it, Glenn? High time?
High time.
Back to the car to drive somewhere to eat our pie, and she don't go. Very strange. We've had no indication of a problem. So Glenn's under the bonnet and see what he can find. So your fault codes aren't showing up either.
Said I'm just checking on the connections. As I can see.
Well, we decided just to eat the pie in the car park. And whether Glenn knows how to fix it or whether it's a job for the NRMA, not quite sure at this stage. I got a cheese and bacon pasty. All thought the seagull was going to come and get it then, which is nice but unusual. There's no meat. It's just bacon, cheese, potato and carrot. I never had one of them before.
Oh, strange. It's going now. It just had the battery light up and it would crank and stall, so I thought it might be the immobiliser, so I just locked it and unlocked it again, and away we go. So there you go. Bit weird.
Bit weird. Come up to the lookout at Androssan. Oh, that's the crab that we bought earlier today. And I mean, it's windy enough in this area.
Hey?
Ah, that's not so windy.
No, not on this side.
Okay, well, come out.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are.
So we've been to the Androssan Visitor Centre.
I've got all this paperwork.
We've got stuff everywhere. She was so helpful. But it's just so windy. We can't really talk outside. It's too noisy, too windy. But we're in this great campsite. It is called Parara.
It's the wild graveyard.
Yeah, the whale graveyard. It's part of the council. The York Council have these 19 campsites that are $20 a night, bush camps. Really beautiful spot, right on the water. You're going to find a name?
Parara?
Parara Campsite we're at.
Just south of Androssan.
Yeah. But we just thought we'd do this as a bit of a recap as to what happened today with the car.
Yeah.
Because Glen's a mechanic, if you don't know.
Yeah.
So.
But my mind was focused on pies at the time.
Of course, because you do love a pie, and it had been weeks, as in since you'd had a pie. I've lost count.
Yeah.
And I normally limit him to at least one every 10 days, but seriously, it's been at least 3-4 weeks since he's had a pie.
So anyhow.
So he was desperate. Anyhow.
I had 2 pies in my hand, opened the car door, pressed the button for it to start, and it wouldn't start. So I thought, that's a bit strange. So I had another go, and it still wouldn't start.
But you've got the display for the faults as well, and that wasn't working.
Yeah, all I had was an engine light and a battery light. I thought, that's a bit weird. So anyhow, after contemplating it over a pie...
When he was eating his pie, I thought he was going tick, tick,
yeah,
tick, tick.
I thought it sounded like the immobiliser didn't turn off. And because the car was cranking, but it wouldn't fire. So when I got back to the car, I made sure the immobiliser, opened the doors, locked and relocked, and away we go. We fired up first time. So.
Oh, good thinking, because I was thinking we were in for several hours wait from the NRMA or the RACQ or RACV or whatever you're in, but we're in the NRMA.
We're South Australia.
Well, I don't know what they have.
It's an RAC, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're on the road again.
Yes.
And
just a hiccup.
Just a bit of a hiccup. Some of you might remember back in 2014, there was a tragic whale stranding on the beach in the Yorke Peninsula. Well, it was here at this point. There were 7 whales that were beached and died here. So this is a memorial. They've given each whale a big rock, and the school students have named them. So number 6 is Smoothie. They were all females for some reason. Number 2 was named Ardy. Some of the other names are Fin and Seaweed. This is a nice little town. We've come for a drive down the east coast of the peninsula, and we're at Port Vincent. You can actually walk the Yorke Peninsula. They have walking trail, little signs. I'll show you a sign when I see one. But walk the Yorke. That's the trail from Port Vincent to Pine Point. I can go, yay! Or I can go, yay!
Oh, very nice.
I've just gone in and got my feet wet. It's a bit chilly. Can only go up to my knees. I've got my shorts on. But it is a beautiful day today. Time for ice cream. Port Vincent ice cream. Nothing better than sorbet when it's hot. It's nice. Now there is a water tank art trail in the Yorke Peninsula. This is the one at Port Vincent. It's on private property and you're not allowed past here. There's about 5 or 6 of them on the peninsula. So we'll see how many we can find. There's a nice little walk through the shrubs they call the water tank trail, which takes you to different viewpoints along the way. So they're still a long way away, but it's a nice little walking trail in the shade. Glen's down there somewhere, the next viewpoint. This is the Tower Trail, Paint of Rock, Height of Rock area. I think I've got a rock in the car I could leave here. Do you collect rocks on your travels? Painted rocks, I mean, and then leave them at the next spot? We've found quite a few on our travels. I think I might do just that here. So this rock I found in support of rare ovarian cancer. I think I found it in Queensland. Some glitter on the front there. So I think that is the perfect one to leave here. There's the ovarian cancer rock for someone else to find. And I'll choose one here that I'm going to take to the next destination. This is my next rock. But I'm sure someone will like that somewhere else in Australia. There's something of interest here on the side of the road between Port Vincent and Stansbury. It's a vertical shaft kiln. We've got a brochure on it at the tourist info, but you can't really get in to see it. So Glen is going to put the drone up, hopefully avoid all these power lines that are everywhere, and get you a better shot. Here we go again.
Yeah. Well, the car's mucking up. Yes. It's not me. It wasn't me. So when we just pulled up then, the audio system stayed alive for some reason. And we had to wait until it all shut down.
We called the NRMA.
Called the NRMA.
Or the RAC. And we're on the phone giving all the directions.
And in the meantime, the car started. So
it looks like it's a problem.
We've got a glitch in the system somewhere.
Got to call a Ford. We're going to christen our induction cooktop with some
This
fish
is Cooking with Vicky.
No, I don't do no cooking segment. This is just fish cakes for lunch.
Fish cakes on bread rolls.
Because
sweet chili.
We've got the induction, so why not use it? This is the next water tank on the peninsula in Stansbury. Got the crab, the dolphins. There is a pelican around the other side, behind the fence. There is a walking path to get round the back to see the pelican. Through the fence. The drone will get it for you. I do love pelicans. So we're further down the coast, further south. We've come to Wool Bay. But this is something that you wouldn't expect to see here, look.
A lime kiln.
Fancy that.
There was 3 lime kilns in 1908 operating at the foot of these cliffs.
We're down the bottom of the cliff now, seeing the kiln from the other side. Built into the side of the cliff. Isn't that beautiful? Do you feel the need to have a paddle?
Do I?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
What's the temperature like, Vic?
Nice.
Nice.
Real nice. You want to sit down? Oh, fall down. Oh. That was a bit of a beach whale.
It was. Very dramatic, it was.
It's very nice. Oh, it's so nice.
It's so nice.
Yep.
There we are. Nice. Another water tank art. We've got a lime kiln, a gecko, and a blue bonnet, I think, parrot, as well as, pan around a bit more, we've got wool from Wool Bay and a little sheep chaser.
This is a salt lake trail around Yorktown. This is Lake Fowler, the biggest salt lake in the trail. That's another one along the way. They don't all have names. Impressive lake, not as impressive as Lake Fowler. Sorry about the motor of the car. I think we're a bit afraid to turn the car off in case it happens again. So we've been just jumping out to take photos the last hour or two. So this is the pink lake on the trail. Nice lounge chair there. This one's in Yorktown. Isn't that beautiful? So, oh, we've been game to turn the car off. I didn't think you were turning the car off. Even got the Royal Flying Doctors service in this one. We've moved camp to the other side of the peninsula, another one of those $20 a night camps. And we're going to use this, we're on our way to the national park now to explore the national park for the afternoon. So we've set up, we've left the van behind. We've just jumped in the car and it didn't start again. So we seem to have worked out that if you wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, and don't try and restart, just leave it, it resets itself and starts again. So it's a nuisance, but we have booked it into a Ford dealer at the top of the peninsula in a few days' time. So we're looking forward to that, because this is a real nuisance, but at least we still can get around. So we're heading down to the national park now, so we'll show you around there. This is the computer at the visitor centre at the national park to pay for your fees. It works, does it? It looks so primitive.
There it is, vehicle entry. That's what we want, right?
Yeah, we want that.
Enter.
Oh no, we're getting somewhere. All right, we'll get our pass. It's a tourist attraction, just getting your pass.
Yeah.
We've got a beautiful, clear, sunny day, but winds of over 40 kilometres an hour. So you've got to hold on to your hat.
For the pies, because it's pie time.
What, a 1900 pie?
Yeah. Oh,
Wonder if they were the same.
pie time. Bigger. I think they're bigger.
Yeah, they would have been.
Bigger,
They would have been deeper. This is the old chalk factory. Chalk was a product of gypsum. What do you think they used the chalk for?
That's cool.
Oh, for the chalkboard. Okay. Forgetting we used to have chalkboards.
Yeah. Oh, there's some yellow and some white there.
We've come down to Ethel Beach, and there's a shipwreck here that you can't see, but there's the anchor. Glen's going to go and have a look, take a picture of the anchor. I'll sit in the car, it's too windy, and then we don't have to turn the car off. Just in case.
I found Ethel. Ethel's not looking real good. She's a bit ribs.
But she's there.
Yeah.
We were wondering if she was even there.
No, she's still there. Last time.
Stay on the road.
Oh.
It's a bit twisty, this road. All right, well, anyway, we found Ethel, so we put a photo up for you. Look at that salt lake. It's blue with white dots all through it. That's pretty.
They're pelicans. No, they're not pelicans.
It's a lopsided swing. This is our campground for the other side of the peninsula. So much busier than the Parara campsite. There's 2 rows of camping. We're in the back row. This is the front row, and the beach is just over the dunes. It's very peaceful, even with all those people. Last night, not so much, but it is early in the morning, so it's still very quiet. Everyone's still in bed. Our next stop on the coast is Port Victoria. We found another photo frame. That's a thin one. Hey! So while staying at Port Victoria, we're staying at the football field. It's $10 a night up there. We'll show you that a bit later on. Port Victoria is a sleepy little seaside village. Not much here, but fishermen, really.
We are at Port Victoria, hiding down the back of the sports oval, where there's lots of sites that you can pick from.
Monta. They're renowned for their homemade Cornish pasties. So what do we got to do? We've got to try them. So it's a traditional pasty with homemade relish. And what's inside there, Glen?
Veggies.
Veggies.
I freeze 3 sorts of veggies today.
Monta is copper mining. There's lots of copper history here. We're at the train station and they take you for a drive around the old mines. Not working today, but it is tomorrow. So we thought we'll come back and we'll show you through the copper mines.
This is the railway station. Walking down the train line. Don't get to do this very often. There's the pasty cart over there. Pretty disappointed it's not open at the moment. The engine house built in 1867. That's getting pretty old. Using stone from Monta Beach. Got the engine house there, and number 1 tailings dam. So they filled up some tailings. Bit windy up here. Nice panorama though. This is inside the Richmond's engine. It was huge. Cylinder diameter of 32 inches. This is a perfect pigeon loft. I am just in the flywheel pit. Must have been a fair old size, the flywheel.
Alright, we got the last 2 seats on the train this morning. So we're off to see the mines.
About the discovery of copper and the history of the mine and of Monta. These were some of the largest and richest copper mines in the world and helped to save the state of South Australia from bankruptcy. Copper was first discovered at a place now called Wallaroo Mines in 1859. These days, mining companies are very happy if they can get 1% of copper out of their ore. For instance, the yield at Roxby Downs is less than 1%. Ryan's shaft made a profit of £64,000, about $19 million in today's money, in that first 20 months, and the future of the mine took off from there. This is evidence of the natural leaching of the copper out of the tailings heap.
Just down here, in under that shelter area where there's lots of interesting information. I'll join you down there and we'll try and talk a little bit more about this very interesting precipitation process that was developed by Antonio Delgado.
Of the trip on the Monta Mines Tourist Railway. I trust that you've enjoyed the trip.
We've come to the Monta Cemetery. So when we were on the train, they spoke about the poor living standards of the miners and how hundreds of children died from the simple things like not having clean water. And there's a lot of children buried here. So how sad is this? This is a mass grave pretty much, with just hundreds of little bumps. Children's graves. Unmarked. All died in early mining days. From dysentery and all sorts of preventable diseases nowadays. They had it so tough. This is so sad. This is Hugh's shaft and the pumping system, which is across the road from the train station and museum. So this is Kdina. We're at the Kdina water tower. It's a steam train on one side.
May Queen.
Who is she?
The May Queen.
The May Queen.
Yeah, reflects the Cornish heritage. She's holding copper and wheat. You know, Led Zeppelin.
Let's find her.
Bustle in your head, bro. Oh, you got copper. You got wheat. Okay. Now, bit of Led Zeppelin. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. So that's it.
What's that got to do with the copper mining?
Oh, it's Cornish.
That's all. Nothing to do with copper.
That's all, yeah.
All right, and they put it on their water tower.
And they put it on their water tower. She's holding copper and wheat. Okay, we had the car booked in today to have a look at our starting problem.
With the Kdina Ford.
With Kdina, Rose Warren Ford.
Up the top of the Yorke Peninsula they are.
At Kdina. Yeah, they were very helpful. It was a camshaft position sensor that when you turn it off, it's, you know, suffered from heat sink, and it's a pretty common problem on the Rangers 3.2s.
So we were very lucky. They had a part in stock.
Yeah, it had a part in stock, fixed it all up, still under warranty, just.
And just a few hours out of our day. So we're back and running again. We're all fixed, so we're very happy campers.
Yeah, we're happy campers at the moment, so yeah, we're back on the road.
Yep.
We've moved from Monta RV Park down to the Monta Bay Caravan Park, and we've got this beautiful site just one back from the water. They do lots of crabbing around here.
We're going crabbing. There's Vicky and a rake. But it's too small.
On our trip down the Yorke Peninsula.
Yeah,
Hope you've enjoyed it.
That's a wrap for the Yorke.
What did you like best, Glenn, about the Yorke?
I liked Monta, going through.
We're at Monta Bay now,
Yeah,
wrapping up.
No, we're at Monta Bay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the history around Monta and
It
Bay was good.
Monta train, like if you get to Monta, do the train to learn about the history of the copper in the town. That was really, really worth it. I'm with Glenn on the Wool Bay. That was a bit special, and the swim was beautiful.
Yep.
But I also enjoyed the salt lakes down around Yorktown. That was a nice surprise, that one. We weren't expecting that.
Oh, they're all white.
But they were just brilliant white.
Sometimes muddy.
It was
pink.
No, the pink ones weren't pink, but still, it was really pretty. So, yeah, we hope you've enjoyed following along.
Yeah.
Give us a
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, please. Doesn't cost anything to do that, and that helps us out a lot. So we will see you on our next episode.
Yeah, somewhere in South Australia.
See ya.